Kinta sakata. Sakata, doesn't really matter. I need to talk about this character. Like, actually talk about it. Because his situation in the fandom and in the story is just insane. Right, so if you're wondering, Kinta is a character from, in my opinion, anime 2025 and 2024. Well, apart from like, as in like series, so Infinity Class wouldn't count. And I don't hate, I seriously think that solo leveling is overrated. I don't like the power system at all, any of that. Don't like Sanjin, I think he's just like overpowered. But anyway, yeah, anime of the year, in my opinion. Dandadan, if you don't know, is a very famous book, manga, and anime series about Momo Ayase and Kinta, but he is actually, well, Momo calls him Okurun since her celebrity crush is Kinta, and whenever she thinks about him she goes crazy, so she calls him Okurun. But it's about Okurun, who likes aliens, and he thinks aliens are real and ghosts aren't, and Momo, who is very popular, unlike Okurun, who gets bullied, and she believes in spirits, as her grandma's a spirit medium, and doesn't believe in aliens, so the two clash over that, and they end up challenging each other to go to different places to try and prove each other wrong, and Okurun ends up, I don't even know how to say this, his family jewels get taken away. No, first jewel was his banana. And then he has to save Momo from these weird aliens. They can't hardly save it. Explaining dandadan to people is so hard. Just go watch the anime, anyone will explain it. But anyway, eventually, I've not gotten to that point in the manga having the anime though. Eventually, it gets to this, I'm having to shout here from far away, character called Kinta Sakata. He's like Okurun, he's a nerdy kid, but he likes mechs and all that stuff. And he's a bit on the chubby side, he still wears glasses, but they're chubby glasses, but we're not talking about that. This character specifically, I had no idea who he was. But then in season 2, in the ending of season 2, he shows up several times and for like 2 or 3 shots in the opening of On the Way on Dandadan. So I was saying, who's this character? And hopefully I'm not being watched by their government, but I was like, I searched on Google, Kim Jong-un, Dandadan. Because I didn't think he'd be a major character, so just like, oh, this is like, it's kind of funny to see resemblance. See on Reddit, who's this character? I put up, yeah, it's like, this is Kinta Sakata. And if you didn't like Gigi, and you didn't like Ira, you're gonna hate him. And I was like, that's fine. Personally, I never hated, actually no, I didn't hate Gigi, but I was intimidated by Gigi for Okurun. But I never hated Okurun, and I've never actually hated Ira. I never thought she was as annoying. Like, people genuinely wanted her to die to Acrobatic Silky, and I never thought that. I just thought she was like meant to be annoying. So yeah, right. So can you see me right? Okay, right. So then, episode 10 of Dandadan season 2 comes out, and the start of it, everyone knew about Kinta. I was seeing these TikToks of Kinta saying, my ghost's coming, and all of this, and I was like, okay, this guy's gonna be like weird, but like annoying for a bit, and people are gonna like him. I was like, that's what I assumed, and it was almost a trend to like Kinta almost. Everyone loved Kinta, everyone's talking about Kinta this, Kinta that. If you don't like Kinta, you're not a real one. All of the, all the shabu and all that. Episode 10 comes around. See Kinta, he's like, this guy's funny, he's going to school, dancing weird, like, it has the first 10 minutes of it is basically just episode 2, I believe, or episode 3, can't really remember, of season 1, where they go back to school after all the weird events have happened and all that, and they're trying to find each other, and then Momo and Okurun accidentally clash teeth and all that, and then but you then just have Kinta in the background seeing all this. And I was like, okay, that's one thing. And he then, this where it gets a bit weird. He then, one sec, comes up to Okurun and says, Okurun, how are you so popular with the ladies? And like, of course it's like on accident. Okurun doesn't deliberately do this, he explains that. And then he's like, and it says, especially Momo Icy, right? And then Momo comes in and then she's talking about how, you know, his ball's gone, right? So they say how I think I found your second ball, right? And then he's like, oh, this level was spicy talking all that, and it's just, I was like, okay, he's weird, he's a bit of a freak. He's like Mineta. No one really likes Mineta, but no one hates him. Some do, but I don't think it's that bad. I thought. But then it just starts getting weird, and this is what I'll get to. And then, I don't want to sound dramatic, but then he probably did before, but then he has like some weird like semi-obsession thing, like he's following them around. I'm ignoring all like, you know, the class rep part and all that, because that's not important right now. Her character isn't really, apparently they get onto her character more later on in the story, because she thinks Okurun's a vampire, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, he follows them home, and then they end up being turned to go into the kaiju thing, and then they're chasing it, and then it's this really weird scene where I can't remember why exactly, but he's flying towards Okurun and Momo, and it's just such a weird scene because he's such a weirdo. Like, Momo puts it correctly, he is just a weirdo. It's not even like he's an awkward guy. He's not an awkward fellow like Okurun at all. He's just weird. And then it's like, oh no! My lips and Miss Icy's lips are perfectly in line. It's like, that's just weird. And then thank goodness I was actually, if that actually happened, I would have quit dandadan. I would stop going to school. I would break my TV. I would go into slumber until he dies, if he ever did die. Hopefully he would. But yeah, and then Okurun kicks him in the face, and it was so satisfying to watch, and he's still obsessed with like, yeah, and then he gets like punched like kid. I can't remember why. Momo's like, I just got touched by a girl. Like, that's just like, I get like Deku, cause he's like, oh my goodness, I just talked to my girl, cause he's like kind of awkward. He's an awkward guy, right? This guy, he just is such a weirdo, and I just, yeah, so that's why I don't like this guy. I don't hate him, but like, I don't get people like him so much, and they'll say, oh yeah, you'll just like him later on. But honestly, no. Gigi was, yeah, a bit over the top. He doesn't deliberately, but he kind of does harass people. I know he doesn't realise what he's doing. Ira's annoying and entitled, but she has a reason behind that. She has quite a traumatic child. Well, not really, but like, yeah, she's not had the best life. So yeah, that's why she's so like obsessed with being the main, like the leader and all that. But this guy, people like say, I just need to get to know him, and then I'll see panels of him telling like Vamula and stuff like that, saying, oh yeah, we do this, do that, and it's just weird. Yeah, I just don't. Sorry, my eyes really itchy. I just don't get why people look past it. I know dandadan's just a weird show in general, and I was able to look past the first episode. And dandadan is my favourite anime, mind you, alongside AOT. But this is like, the Kinta glaze is so overdone. It's kind of like the dandadan hate is overdone, but the Kinta glaze is overdone. The Tenga Lina, that's funny. Like, yeah. But it's just so, he's just so over the top in what he does, and it's just this hyper obsession with it. It's not even like he's, yeah, and it's not even like it's a sad meme, like maybe, I don't know, got neglected, like he has no friends. They do focus on getting bullied more in the anime than they did in the manga. But it doesn't mean he's just gonna be obsessed over like Ira and Momo. It's just a bit weird, in my opinion. Like, I can get past it. I think that's some cool scenes. But honestly, I just do think he's just odd. It's just too much. It's over the top. And I'm not gonna just lie and just say, oh yeah, I like Kinta because that's just to fit in with the crowd. Honestly, no, I don't really like Kinta that much at all. Right now, where I am, I don't like Kinta. I don't think I will until the series ends, and it's very close to ending. Well, it looks like it's very close to ending. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about Kinta. If I do, I don't like him, and I don't get why people glaze him. He's just a weirdo, really, and that's all I can say. So comment if you like Kinta. And yeah, people can be funny, but I don't like him as a person. If I'm gonna be honest, there's just something weird about him, and it's obsessing with what is you lock and all that. And of course, he's voiced by that one guy, I forgot his name, who voices Aaron. You know, Scare. Yeah, that guy. You know who I'm talking, like Bryce something. But yeah, comment down below if you like him, because I don't. I really don't. I think he's a weirdo. Yeah.